Hello, children. Went on a bit of an adventure today. Quite a long walk. No idea where I was going. I eventually got to where I was supposed to be. I went to see about getting myself a new cat. About a week after the last Chloe Files video was up, she had to be put down. And it was hard because I'd had her for 11 years. But trying to fix whatever was wrong, trying to even find out what was wrong, would most likely have killed her because she would have had to be sedated for any further examinations, which there was very little chance of her waking up from it. So, yeah. Well, myself, today I went out to a cattery, which I was told by many people sold cats. Nuh-uh. And the cattery itself was out in the middle of nowhere. And this lady tells me that I gotta walk backwards and up a road. Walk backwards, turn this way, turn that way, and walk all the way along this long-ass road that she's pointing out to me. Because it was a road alongside a wall. So I'm thinking, ain't I don't see no buildings, are you sure? So my dumb self, I click on the Google Maps, and it tells me to walk in the exact opposite direction. So I followed the Google Maps, which took me all the way down the main road, which eventually ran out of a pavement because it's on what's technically a country dual carriageway type of situation now. Country road type of thing. So I'm hiking down this thing, off and on the grass, go for several miles. And I eventually find the place after the maps lead me to some lorry park, something, I don't know. I eventually do find a place out in bumfuck nowhere. And lucky me, they had 2 house cats. Now, they didn't have any kittens. The kittens were already reserved for somebody else. But I got very lucky, because they had 2 house cats. One of them was a bit up there in age, unfortunately, so I couldn't take her, because she was 8 years old. Wouldn't be lasting very long, knowing my luck. But I was fortunate enough for them to have just gotten in a 2-year-old. He either came in yesterday or today. But yeah, he hadn't been put through the system yet, so I got first dibs. It would be a 2-year-old boy. And very, very friendly, because I went and met him. Hadn't met me before, and all rubbing up against my legs, and all wanting to be petted and everything. Which was lovely, beautiful. It was a bit of a worrying thing, though, because, as I said, he had just gotten in, hadn't gone through all their systems and checks yet. So, he had to go to the vet today, rather than come home with me. And the lady at the center was a bit worried because he kept shaking his head and scratching at his ears. But she said she would deliver him to me, and I would just have to pay cash, which, not a problem. I was expecting him tomorrow. However, lady took him to the vet, called me back and said, vet says he's got to put this stuff in his ears for about a week, and then at the end of the week, clean his ears out. I'm like, fair enough, okay. So it wasn't mites or nothing, he just had some dirty ears. So instead of tomorrow, I'll let her hold him, because I don't know where their vet is. And I will be getting him day after Boxing Day. So I'm getting myself a new cat. 2 years old, Male. Name's Mulder. And... Dear sister, don't scream at me, but it's a completely black cat. I've always wanted one. I think they're gorgeous animals. I would have gotten 2 if Mum wasn't so superstitious when I got Chloe. Because there was 2 that had to go together. But yeah, don't scream at me, but I want a black cat. And it was the only other house cat. Both of the house cats that they had were black. Otherwise, I would have had to get one that would have to go outside. And I'm right on the street, so bad idea. So, 2-year-old named Mulder. That's one of my Christmas presents to me. My other Christmas present was a set of pots and pans, but you don't get much enjoyment out of that. Except stuff in your face. And other news... I just paid off the rest of Chloe's vet bill. Because my excess was £164 something. And they didn't cover the cost of her cremation because she was so old. When I got the insurance. Had she been younger when I got the insurance, I probably wouldn't have to have worried about that. But, yeah. Them's the breaks. So yes, I had a very, 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 very long walk. Turns out it was closer than I thought. And I probably could have walked home, had I known where I was going. But I did not know where I was going and walked halfway to Montrose. Oh well. But yep, that's the news on the kitties. So, expecting to have them tomorrow. We went and bought the cat food, but since I buy foil packets, that ain't an issue. That just means I get to go restock on treats and dry. In other news, there's just so much nonsense going on in the world today, so what shall I... Well... Nothing of any importance. I'm gonna keep trying a live stream. It ain't seeming to work out. Might have some luck now that I've gotten my internet provider changed. Cause that shit kept dropping, and it cost me a flat rate of at least 50 some odd pounds a month. Last month's bill was 62. Fuck that. 62 pounds for what? But yep, I'm getting a new cat. I've got new internet, so I might be able to figure out this streaming thing eventually. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. Right now, I've got the plague, so I've updated you on the situations. So I am going to get myself a hot toddy. And then now, unfortunately, my wine ain't ready yet. 'Cause yeah, I've made quite a bit of wine. Only 8 bottles are actually ready. The rest of it ain't settling down. I'm a little bit worried. Yeah, I made plumigranate, as I call it. It's a combination of plum, pomegranate seeds, well, the juice out of them anyway, raspberries, and I think I put some apricot in there. I think. No. Well, it's mostly plum, pomegranates, and raspberries. And a crap ton of honey. And sugar. Because I like sweet wine. And the next batch, the one that seems to be the most ready, is the either the cherry or the blackberry. Because, yeah, you bought some cherries, hit the blender, shoved it in the thing with the whole crap ton of grapes. Because all of these are actually wine, and it's made with grapes. Sugar, Shit ton of honey. Wine yeast. But they ain't ready yet. They don't seem to be wanting to go down the hydrometer. And yes, I'm using the hydrometer now. I messed up the last time I went to test it out. Because I one of the websites I read about how to make wine said you have to taste it periodically. Well, the yeast wasn't quite finished working yet. Because, it messed up my tongue. A great deal of last week, the week before, my tongue went bald, and it was slowly going bald over the course of 3 days. On Monday, there were spots on my tongue. Tuesday, it was half bald. Wednesday, when I got my prescription from the chemist, it was 2/3 bald. My tongue went bald. Because it got eaten away by the wine yeast. Gave me a fungus. So the doctor put me on some antibiotics, which is why I'm sick now.
Thanks.
But yeah, my tongue is growing back. And now I'm sick as a dog. But yes, I've figured out how to read my hydrometer. The first batch of bottles is 75 grams of sugar. No, 75% sugar. It's a shitload of sugar. Really sweet. And it should be a fairly high alcohol yield for the simple fact that I use a high alcohol yeast. The second batch that I made right after that one, the pomegranate one, which is just pomegranate seeds and grapes, is not settling down, so I don't know where that's going to land. The third and fourth, which is the cherry and the blackberry, are, I'm gonna say, around 75 in the sugars. But it's not quite settled yet. It's more settled than the pomegranate, but I don't know. Hopefully, they'll be ready in a year, and they'll be drinkable, and I won't die. That's rule number 1 of alcohol. Don't die. Thankfully, making spirits is illegal. Because I gotta go, I don't want to go blind neither. But yep. That's what's been happening with me personally. And I got, I'm mostly through my course. It's actually moving faster than I think the instructors had planned, because, we've done valeting, that's washing the car. We've done wheels and tires, so I can change a tire, fix a puncture, and align your tire. Done steering and done brakes and discs, so I can change your brakes, your discs. Service them. And we done steering and suspension. I can align your steering. I can fix your suspensions and shit like that. And last week and the week before last, we were working on an engine. And we got that done faster than we should have. Because we were supposed to be doing remediation this week. But nobody had anything left to do in our class anyway. Monday we did our last week Thursday the week before last Thursday we did our last assessment for the engine bit. Monday we put the engine that we took together back took apart back together again. A Tuesday, we were doing winter checks on people's cars. And Thursday, pissing about, essentially, because we didn't have nothing to do. I can't even remember what we did. We did something, I think. It was mainly people getting their own cars fixed. He had to show us a scanner type of situation so that we could see what's wrong with the car according to this machine thingy. Kept coming up with a lot of codes, which worried the student that was getting the car checked, but we eventually found out it was only like 3 things. 2 of them easy to fix, 1 I'm not too sure of. And I also saw somebody getting their exhaust changed. And ooh, the shit that came out of that thing. But yeah, it'll save them about 700 quid. Other than that, yeah, we went home. So we're down a week early. So starting from today, I've got a full month off of college. Ain't that great? Which means I get to bond with the new cat when it comes. For at least 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. So, that's me. So, if you need your car fixed, you know where to go. Because, we only have, after the break, we only have 2 more sections to go through. That's it. And then there's on to work experience. So I should probably try and get around to taking driving lessons. Yeah. Scrounge up the money for that. Oh. How's that? New cat, mostly finished my course, making some wine that I hope won't kill me, and that's about it. Hope you enjoy your Christmas. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, since I'm not going to be waiting for anything and I don't have anywhere to go, nothing to do. And I'm probably going to be bored out of my gourd. I shall make an attempt. Because I hate being sick, and the body doesn't actually want to sleep, but it knows it should. Bye, children. I'm going to see if I can get a nap now.